Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to cyBorg Gaming. We are here for episode 28 of our Formula 1 2021 My Team Career Mode series. Now, I just want to apologize to the loyal viewers out there. There's not many of you at the moment, but there is a little bit of growth I've been seeing over these last few videos. And I'm supposed to upload every Tuesday, but unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but I had to move back home from college for the summer, so I need a few days to sort that out and unpack all my crap. But we are back for episode 28. We're here at the Hungaroring, and also I will be uploading the My Team stuff every Friday from now on. Just a little bit easier because I'm working and all that stuff. But if you guys are new to the channel and you like Formula 1 stuff, make sure you watch to the end. If you like it, hit the like button. New feature on YouTube. If you're watching on your phone, you can literally just tap on the screen. There's a little like button in the bottom left corner. You can hit that. If you really like it, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And even if you don't like it or anything like that, let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see to make the content a little bit better for you guys to enjoy. And if you are a recurring viewer, also make sure like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. They take a little bit of time to edit and all that stuff, and I always appreciate new viewers who come and watch my videos. But into qualifying here, as you saw in Q1, we are already behind on the pace. We're dropping like a fly. We're only in P12 after Q1, so we're really gonna have to put up a good lap here in Q2. These last few races, you'll see at the end of the video, I'll show you guys the development chart, but we kind of plateaued over the last 2-3 races in terms of development, so the other teams have been catching up to us, and I think that's why we're starting to see a little bit more of a performance drop. But coming into the last few turns of our first hot lap in Q2, we went out on the mediums. We managed to put up a 1:15.9, which for now keeps us in P4, but later on into the session, we're gonna drop and we're gonna have to go out again on the softs. I figured it's better to go on the mediums, and this was crazy right here. I don't know what on earth Perez was doing. We're both on an in lap into the pits, and he takes me out. He spins me around on turn 3. He tried to overtake me for some reason. Like, there was still so much time left in the session, so there's no rush to get back into the pit lane, and the guy just takes me out. Like, I moved a little bit to the left, but it was still my line. But thank God we did not suffer any damage. We did not spin it into the wall. Thank God for that runoff area, and we were able to make it back to the pits without any damage. And then we go back, we put the set of soft tires on. We come out, we're already about 4/10 up. We got Schwartzman in front of us, giving us a little bit of a tow down the main straight, and we put up the fastest sector 1 for now. And after sector 1, we are 6/10 up. We are trying to get into the top 10, get into P2. Our first hot lap, we were on the mediums. After everyone did their first hot lap, we only got into P14. And then in the last sector, we catch a little bit of the dirty air, getting a little too close to Schwartzman, but we still have a massive gain from our first hot lap, and we're 1.2 seconds better than our previous lap, so that gets us all the way up to P6. So maybe the development charts aren't as accurate as they say, or like Max always says, just give credit to the driver. But into Q3 now. On our second hot lap, we're still stuck in P9 in front of Alonso, behind Grand New Joe. And the closer Grand New Joe is to us, the happier I am, because we're still trying to compete in the constructors. We've dropped down to P4, behind, I believe, McLaren, Red Bull, and Mercedes, of course. Lewis Hamilton, unfortunately, I believe he finishes in P2 or P3. No, Red Bull locks out the front row, so Lewis Hamilton's in P3, so it is going to be a tough race in order to stay ahead in the Drivers' Championship. We're coming to the end of Q3. We put up a 1:14.3, And again, that only gets us into P9. I think that's the third or fourth race in a row now that we've started from P9. With this track, hard to overtake. We've got a lot of work to do in order to get at least into the top 5. But let's get right into the race, guys.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. Historically, a good race for first victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the first time here. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Ricciardo, Joe, the engineer, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Vettel, Stroll, Schwartzman, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Kimi Raikkonen, Russell, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright guys, so we are here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. As always, tire strategy. It was on the hards, but I changed it to the mediums because we got rain coming about midway through the race. So no point in going on the hards. Might as well just exhaust the life out of the mediums. I lowered the fuel a little bit more just because we're going to be easier on the throttle, so less fuel usage throughout the race. And then because it is the Hungaroring, very hard track to overtake besides the main straight, I'm hoping that we can overtake a few guys, at least Granny Joe, to start the race and stay in the points all the way until the end, and maybe work our way up. We'll see how the pace is in the car this race. But let's get right into it, guys. Okay, so we are behind Granny Joe. I want to overtake him into turn 1 and maybe get a look at the McLarens as Daniel Ricciardo jumps Norris. He's defending Granny Joe on the right. Everyone seems to want to be taking the inside line here. See if I can go to the outside. And we overtook someone. I think we overtook, is that Hamilton or is that Granny Joe? Oh my god, we almost smacked into the back of Daniel Ricciardo into turn 2. We are in P6. It is a great start. Good thing we took that outside line there because it looked like most of them wanted to go to the inside, possibly go for a dive bomb, and we saw the open gap and we took it. That was a horrible chicane. Okay, give me a lap here to get warmed up. Daniel Ricciardo, P5. He overtook Norris as well. He started P7, so he's 2 spots up. I'm 3 spots up in P6. We started in P9. And he was also our rival earlier in the season. He did beat us out. We had the 2 race wins in the earlier part of the season. And then McLaren just went on a development rampage. And we went on a bit of a decline. Or not a decline, but the other teams were just able to develop faster than us. It looks like Schwartzman
is coming in for his stop.
Schwartzman must have suffered damage or something because he is in the pits. Crap, I'm gonna put up on the screen what happened to him. But yeah, we went on a bit of a slower increase in terms of development, and now we are behind. And we're trying to stay in the fight. I'm still in P1 in the Drivers' Championship, but at the rate it's going currently, I'm not going to be holding that spot for long. Alright, so we are on lap 6. And we are looking to close out. Oh, Ricardo's going to the pits. Never mind. He's going for an early pit stop on lap 6. I was looking to overtake him, but
Gap to car in front
he goes
is
in early
4.3
on
seconds.
lap 6, so he's probably going on to the hard. So I don't know why he didn't adjust his strategy, because it probably is gonna rain. Because I think the default strategy was 6 laps on the softs, and then the rest of the race on the hards. But if it's gonna rain, I don't see what the point is of going on to the hards, because you're not gonna be on them until the end of the race. So if it does rain, Ricardo kind of just killed his race. But maybe he's going for a risk here. Maybe he thinks it's not gonna rain. But we'll see in the coming laps if it does end up raining or not. But with Ricardo going in the pits, that puts us into P5. We're 4 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. So let's see if we can catch up to him in these next few laps before we go in. We're pitting lap 10. Jeff, our engineer, offered to change the strategy, and I took it. He usually does that. It tells us to go in a lap later because our tire management is a lot better than the, I guess, default. Oh no, and we got raindrops falling already. So I don't know if we're gonna make it onto the mediums. Okay, you know what? No, Jeff, we're gonna stay out. We're staying out. I'm not gonna go and switch on to mediums and then have to box again for intermediates. And that means that Hamilton and
At least
Verstappen,
another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there.
that means Hamilton and Verstappen, assuming that they went on to another set of slicks, they're gonna have to box again. So their race might be ruined as well. And me, I'm left here in P2. We got Grand Joe. He is half a second, 0.6 of a second behind us. And then Carlos Sainz is right behind him.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Yeah, so
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Jeff is telling us to come box this lap. He's saying we should stay on the slicks, but I'm just gonna ride out these softs until the last possible moment, and then we're gonna go in and box for intermediates.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
And I believe that is Jeff's call to get us onto the intermediates. Let's see what he's got for us.
Copy that.
Yeah, so we're going on to the intermediates. And oh my god, you gotta take that chicane a lot more carefully. Schwartzman already in the pits. Oh man, we are losing time. I gotta be careful on the throttle because it is super slippery. These slicks are already worn out as it is. In that sector, Perez gained a 2-second advantage on us. DRS has been disabled. So let's get into the pits here. Let's get a good pit stop, get onto those intermediates. I'm hoping that Verstappen and Hamilton went onto another pair of slicks so that they have to box again.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline.
Alright, so here we go to the pit lane. We got Grand Joe behind us. Sainz also in the pits. Gasly in the pits. I think Gasly switched onto mediums. Or maybe both the AlphaTauris. No, they weren't in the top 10, so 2.8 seconds, not bad.
We're racing on the exit.
We're coming out of Grand Joe.
Look after these tires now.
We're coming out in front of Grand Joe again. On lap 11. Alright, so we are on the intermediates. I keep getting interrupted. People keep walking in my room. That's the con of recording videos in your house. So we got Yuki Tsunoda behind us. Or not Yuki Tsunoda, Grand Joe. He is...
Come on, mate, you can do it. It's been a tough race, but I know you're capable of getting more out of that car today. Dig deep. Give us the best of your talent.
That is the first time I've ever heard Jeff, like, encourage us. Wow. He's really inspired me to start pushing here, so that's what we're gonna do. Or at least try to do. Hamilton and Verstappen, they went into pit maybe the lap or just before it started raining, so I'm hoping that they pitted for slicks and then they had to go pit again So Perez has got a massive gap on us right now, about 15 seconds. And we will see if we can close that gap. We got 20 laps, just over 20 laps to go here in Hungary. On the second half of back-to-back wet races, we had a wet race in Silverstone as well, unfortunately. I mean, I don't mind the intermediate races. It gives you a good opportunity to work on your skills, but you know, they're not as fun as like just a regular slick race, you know? I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. Oh my god, okay, so we have an update. Perez has gone into the pits for full wet. I wonder if Jeff is going to call it. Says, I feel fine on these tires right now. Everyone is pitting for full wets. Oh my god. Okay.
A few drivers are fitting wet tires. We might need to change soon.
Oh god. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know if we're going to have to change. I'm going to see how I feel over this next lap or two. I mean, at the moment, it feels fine. Even the tires are... They're pretty worn out. They're at around 25 to 30%. But they feel fine. And we've reduced the gap down to Perez to 5 seconds. He was up 25, and then with the pit stop, it's around 20 seconds you lose. So we are just under... Oh, no, now we're over 6 seconds. We're going to see how I feel here. Honestly, still feels fine. I'm not sure if I'm losing time, though. I got to keep track. I'm going to see what my lap time is this lap, and then I'm going to compare it to the next lap to see if we are, in fact, losing time or not. Because at the moment, in terms of grip, I still feel okay on the intermediates. But we will see how that changes in this next lap here. So we got 4 laps to go in Hungary. We're in P2. We're 6 seconds, and we got 130.7. So I'm going to remember that number and see how we do this lap. I'm trying to give everything I got here.
Forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
So Perez, I don't know if we're going to catch him. We got 4 laps. He is on the wets, and they might be significantly slower, but our tires are worn out as well. And yeah, I still feel fine on these tires. So maybe we can catch... Is that Schwartzman? Bruh! I can't lap my own teammate again. I thought we were over this from last season, man. I do think he suffered some sort of damage earlier in the race. If I'm not mistaken, he might have pit early.
The gap behind is 23.1 seconds.
Okay, so we're at a minute now. Schwartzman's got the blue flags. Now I think Perez is faster on the full wets. I don't know if I want to go into the pits right now and risk losing the position with 3 laps to go. I feel like I could just hold it off. I got a 23-second gap on Hamilton behind me.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So we're going to see. What was that? 130.9. Okay, 2/10 down. But we got 30 seconds. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? I don't know what to do. Yes, thank you, Schwartzman. Get the hell out of the way. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stay out on these tires for the rest of the race, unless it's, like, extremely bad. But I think with our intermediates, we're going to be okay.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, so we are on the final lap of the race. Perez has ran away with it again. There was a slight sliver of hope that we would catch up to him. Oh my god, we're drifting around turn 1. Oh my god. But yeah, there was a slight sliver of hope that we could possibly catch up to him. But the wets are definitely the tire to be on right now. But just due to the situation that we're in, we would lose way too much time going into pit and going on the full wets versus just staying on the intermediates for the rest of the race. But this is a surprise podium for me. We qualified P9, and we were kind of way off the pace, if I remember correctly. But we jumped a few cars off the start, and then Verstappen and Hamilton, I guess they made a team error, and they pit for slicks a lap before it started raining, so they had to go pit again. But that being said, Hamilton is still in P3. He didn't pit for full wets. Granny Joe went in for full wets. I don't know why he would do that. That's kind of a double team mistake for Mercedes, or maybe they're doing that to give Hamilton a chance to get more points. But there's Perez, he wins it. But yeah, so in terms of driver standings now, I will still be in P1, I believe, unless Perez is close, but I will still be in front of Hamilton, and we get another podium for cyBorg Racing.
He stepped up and achieved what we asked.
Super surprising for me, to be honest. Driver of the day as well. Beautiful. I was not expecting to make podium today, to be honest with you guys. And it was a super poor outing for Schwartzman out there, finishing in P20, but I think he did have some sort of incident on the opening lap. But damn, P2 for me, and then P20 for Schwartzman. That does not look good on Schwartzman, to be honest, even if he did have damage. I feel like he should have made up more places, but let's get into the Team R&D stuff, guys. All right, so first things first, it is time to renew the contract, and I'm not gonna lie, I played myself. I did not save enough money to afford Valtteri Bottas, but I figured he's a free agent, he's probably looking for a drive, so let's see if maybe I can just go in there and lowball him. Unfortunately, he does decline it strictly due to the money. We did qualify for all his other demands. He wanted more money, so we couldn't do that, so we're just gonna re-sign Schwartzman. He's been doing okay recently, but I'd rather keep him than sign a new driver with less experience. His focus is still pretty high, and he's got a higher rating than even Mazepin, and I think Schumacher as well. We also have to renew one of the contracts. That contract was just to not collide with any other cars in a race, which should be pretty simple. Hopefully Perez doesn't crash into us again during qualifying. Team R&D stuff, we went and got a chassis upgrade, and looking at the development charts, as I did mention at the start of the video, we plateaued over the last two races, but the other teams plateaued too, but now we're on an uphill slope, so hopefully we can catch up later on in the season. And then we got another personnel meeting for high maintenance Schwartzman, and OS updates caused some capability issues with our simulation software. Our T folks expect to have it fixed later today, but in the meantime, basically what do you want Schwartzman to do? Go to the gym or do nothing? So I just thought, let's get him in the gym. You know, declining will increase his awareness by 7, but I think focus is more important, and there's always ways to make back the awareness later, so let's just send him to the gym for the day.
Thank you.
That's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you want as well. So I post weekly F1 content. Right now we're doing my team stuff, and if you guys really enjoy it, let me know in the comments. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. All right, peace out, guys.